What's up guys, welcome to another video. I know it's been a hot minute, but you know, I've been busy. I've been on training camp in Spain getting the hours in, and today I'm going to be showing you exactly what that training looks like, and yeah, just to give you guys a bit of an insight into what it's like on a training camp, early season-ish. So this is my January training camp, so yeah, I'll be showing you guys what sort of sessions I've been doing. I've been out there with my coach. He's been, you know, literally living in the same villa, so that's been really good so you can see exactly how I'm responding to the training. So yeah, it's been amazing, and without wasting any more time, I'm going to get further into it. And in case some of you notice, I'm wearing the Ribble shirt. My team for 2022, it's Ribble World Type Pro Cycling, which I'm really excited about. I forgot to announce it on YouTube, but it's over on my Instagram. That's where a lot of my announcements are. So if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram, link in the bio in the description, and that's where all the most up-to-date stuff gets put. But I will try and get back on the YouTube grind from now. So anyway, here's my training. So flew out to Calpe, 4th of Jan, it's a Tuesday. You know, here's the first ride there, just 4 hours. We do love the 2022 Power PBs on the first ride of the year. It's absolutely beautiful. See this here? This is what happens when you get into a bit of a half-wheeling battle. You end up doing 400 watts for 5 minutes. So that was fun. Anyway, so yeah, training starts there, good ride. Second ride, another 4 hours, this time with a little threshold effort up Rats. It wasn't threshold, I ended up doing it with my training partner, Pierre, and obviously, when you're doing efforts like that with someone else, the power keeps creeping up, so that was a fairly good effort. The sensations were amazing. Cafe spin Friday, and then Saturday was the ride when I realised that I've made a lot of gains since last year. So this was three lots of sweet spot. The first two were about half an hour each, and then the last one is 18 minutes. So the power, first one 356, 369 and 377. So yeah, legs feeling very good for sweet spot, especially compared to this time last year. It was very good, especially in a nearly 5 hour ride. Lead out efforts the next day, that didn't work. I had some gear issues, so I ended up missing most of them, so that was okay. Total 19 hours a week, just under 1000 TSS, so solid start, especially considering the first 2 days was not really even in Calpe. So yeah, next week, this is the big boy week. So starting with the 6 hours, with a hard 10 minutes in there, 300 TSS, absolutely lovely. Recovery day next day, another 6 hours steady. This was a slightly more steady. The first one we were going a little bit juicy, but this is a better version of steady, 235 TSS. Following day, just 2 hours steady with some gym in the evening. Proper good gym session that one was, getting up to my top sets of 110 kilos for the deadlift. So that's another thing, like massive gains to me. So was really happy with that. Next day, 3x12 sweet spot with bursts. I was pretty happy with the power, so yeah, just under 400 for each rep. So yeah, lovely little bit of training there. 4 hours with big gear sprints. I do love the big gear sprints, but they do take it out of you so much. I think it was only 3 an hour maybe. I think it was literally just 2 an hour, but it surprisingly does take it out of you quite a lot. And as you can see there, the max power slowly creeping up, 1584 for this one. It's not, you know, it's early season, so I can't complain. It's not amazing, but yeah, it's not bad for big gear sprints either. Anyway, final ride of that week, 6 hours with Cheney in the last hour, which was, yeah, really quite a bit grim actually, but solid ride. Just under 29 hours of bike, just under 30 hours total, and 1370 TSS, which is by far my biggest week of hours ever. So yeah, really happy with that week, and the gains I could feel on that last little bit of chain gang. I could feel the gains just flowing into my legs. Anyway, following week, obviously after that needed a recovery day. 2.5 hours, this was with the critical power test. So the way we did it, we just did it up the main climb in Calpe, Col de Rats, we just fall back up there. I was fairly happy with that. I felt like I could have got a little bit more out of myself if I was just slightly better recovered, but you know, deep into a training week, I'll be very happy with that. 60 minutes 20 at 428 watts. Yeah, I'll take that. Definitely I'll take that. So yeah, fairly happy with that one, especially considering I think 3 years ago, so 2019, I did the exact same climb. Average power was 360, so 3 years, and what's that, 68 watts. Quick maths! Another one, 4 hours of 3x12 sweet spot again, 6 hours steady, 2 hours recovery, 5 hours with some light efforts. It's just 2 times sweet spot up the same climb, Col de Rats again. Good ride that. You could feel, that's another one. You hit the end of that ride and it hurts, but you can feel the gains, and it's great. It's great stuff. And then yeah, 4 hours steady on the Sunday. Monday, 5 times 4 minute zone 5, was pretty happy with that one. Again, for this time of the year, it was going very well. 440, 440 again, 450, 465, 500 for the last one. You gotta go max out on the last effort. So yeah, legs feeling pretty good for that one. Again, 2 hours active recovery, 200 Ks, 7-hour ride. That I felt absolutely incredible this ride, I'm not gonna lie. 7 hours, that's the main thing I've noticed. If there's one thing I've noticed from doing strength and conditioning this year, it's my fatigue resistance has gone up so much compared to what it was at before. People always think, you know, you do gym and you just get a massive sprint, but honestly, fatigue resistance is probably one of the biggest gains I've noticed from doing gym work. So that's honestly well worth thinking about. So I could, you know, we did 7 hours, we did a little tan time sprint at the end, and I still felt a lot better than I used to feel. So that's for sure. So yeah, if you're interested in some S&C coaching, check out MB Fit down below. Following day was 3 hours basically all through and off. It was sort of like a race sim, but we couldn't find enough people who would be up for it. So again, it was me and Pierre, who we'd literally done pretty much every single ride on this training camp together. And it was basically the last day, the last proper day together. So yeah, Colin set us chain tight, which is an understatement. Rinse in the final hour, empty the tanks, deplete the system. Oh, we depleted the system. Normalized 3:14 for 3 hours. Pretty happy with that. Full day off and a recovery ride just to really soak up all the training over the last 4 weeks, which it's almost crazy to think that this even adds up to 4 weeks because it went so fast. And then 6 hours steady again, which I was feeling a little bit shaky that day, I won't lie. But got through that. Another 1,000 TSS week, as was the previous one, just under 22 hours here. And then the final ride in Calpe, which was very spicy, 2 times 3 minute max efforts, which I did. That was horrible. I felt pretty grim after that. First one, 587. Second one, obviously the 544. Fairly happy with that. It's a difficult one. Obviously, you do have to pace the first effort to a degree, because if it's a real max effort, I'm not actually going to be able to ride a second night. That's just, yeah. So yeah, that's good. Again, just to try and, I think partially mentally, partially just getting used to doing max efforts back to back, or as close to max as possible. And obviously now we're getting closer and closer to the season, I'm doing more efforts like this. So yeah, that will continue to happen in my training. I won't go over the next 2 weeks. That was going to Girona. It was slightly different training. Obviously I didn't have the same group of people around me, but yeah, anyway, that's the summary. I hope it wasn't too boring, me just saying this was 4 hours, this was 3 hours, but that summarizes my January of training, and I hope that gives you a bit of an insight into what it's like. If you guys like it, let me know, and I might do an insight into what my eating was like throughout that time, because having all that time to focus on food as well, I was eating really well and I was happy with that. So if you guys are interested in what that would be like, let me know down in the comments below. And finally, a massive thank you to Colin, my coach, who's at the Villa. He did all this, he made it all happen, so that was awesome, and massively grateful to him. And of course, shout out to Pierre, my training partner, because having the motivation of someone to go with you every day, pushing you on every effort, yeah, that was amazing. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.